So I'm going to show you how I study and how I get A's to start. I have a chem test next week and I have evolution homework and a bunch of stuff to do. Just got an A- in chem last semester and I got an A in bio. In fact, I should just say I struggle for A's. Everyone's brains works different. Some people can not study at all and get an A on a test. That's not kind of how it works in college though. In college, I found that literally everyone needs to study because those people that never studied in high school don't get A's in college because they don't know how to study. So I'm going to be showing y'all how I study for my exams. First, I make a study guide. You should definitely plan out what you want to get done every day. This is my Chem Exam 1 study guide, and this excludes my other homework. My other homework is in my planner, so this is just like what chapters and what problems I want to get done that day. That also helps me reduce stress because I often feel like overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff and all the material is just too much, and I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm behind, but when I look at this and my study guide, I know that I'm not behind. In fact, I just like, you know how your mind plays tricks on you? That's literally it. A study guide saying what problems I want to do that day, what chapters and exercises and all that stuff. So yeah, and I start studying a week in advance. Should save days for just review, not learning new materials. So you should save a couple of days before your test. It makes it less stressful, y'all. Here is my study guide for chapter 8, for example. These are the chem problems. These are problems at the back of the textbook. And then I have a bunch of vocab. It helps writing it down because studies literally show that when you write stuff down, you actually learn it instead of typing. So definitely write everything down. Also solve those problems. So I have a bunch of problems and then I staple it together and then I redo this. Except for the vocab, I just review the vocab, but I'm also going to be reading my evolution textbook and I do highlight everything. I have so many highlighters. This is my favorite highlighter because it's kind of pastel-y and aesthetic. It's mild liners and I got the big pack because I'm not playing around, girly. The first thing I do when I start studying is I try to set the mood for myself, so I put on my little table lights. Next thing I do is I definitely light a candle. That's 100% one of my favorite things to do. Depends on my mood, which candle I have to think. I light this candle right now, which is Mary Mimosa, and it is a light and like nice little fresh candle. So shout out to Bath and Body Works. I'm a little crazy that I also have like a little list of my week and what I want to do this week, but I also have stuff like edit video, I have a phone call, film video, like kind of stuff like that. Everything in my entire life is in this planner that I am very busy planner. I could just show you a glimpse of everything that's in my life at the moment. Like, it is a lot. I always write down the week before, like any assignments that are due next week, just so that I remember them. Also, the last thing I do right before studying is start playing lo-fi. I'm usually that person that hates listening to music because it distracts me like while I study, but there's a specific playlist that I love. It's this lo-fi study playlist that I will show you. It's on YouTube. It's my favorite thing ever. I'm always on it when I'm studying and it actually really helps me, which is really weird, but like, great. This is my evolutions textbook that I will be reading right now. I also really do recommend, like, if you're studying a lot and you feel your brain melting, take breaks. I always take breaks in between studying and go on YouTube, watch a little YouTube video, and then get back to it. Like, taking breaks from something makes you more motivated to continue, actually. So yeah, just don't get too comfortable when you take a break. Like, don't lay down on your bed. Like, stay at your table and like watch a YouTube video or eat something, you know what I mean? And this is my chemistry textbook. And I have a lot of tabs. This is takes up all of my time. But yeah, I also have a little periodic table right here. I have my little fancy pen. Let's get into it. textbooks is definitely drinking my tea, for sure. Drinking my tea. Sometimes I get snacks. I have tea with caffeine in it, so the best tea. And one of my biggest tips is using PDFelement. I love this program so much. It is a lifesaver. It is a lifesaver for classes where you have to use PDFs, which is a lot of them. It's essentially an all-in-one smart PDF editor. It offers the easiest way to edit any PDF file, and it's available for Windows, Macs, iOS, and Android. And the iOS and Android apps are totally free. So I'm gonna show you how to edit, and at the moment it's 50% off, so you should totally go to their website and check it out because there's a huge sale going on right now. This really helps me be able to like work efficiently. Like, I have so many professors that give me a lot of PDFs to work with, and this really helps me organize my thoughts and edit and do whatever I want to with a PDF document. First of all, you can make a PDF with your Microsoft Word documents, and you could also create blank PDFs. You could literally write notes in a PDF. Like, this is so efficient for so many of my classes where I have to read a lot from PDFs. Like, you could literally, instead of printing it out and doing it manually, you could just do it on the computer and highlight and write notes. And you could also easily do a signature onto a PDF. Like, I know I deal with a lot of things where I have to sign things through emails, so if you're in a business like that, it just makes it a million times easier. And also, you could open a scanned document, and you could take that scanned document and turn it into an editable version of it. So the PDF text will be replaced with real text. PDFelement is honestly a great alternative to Adobe, and it's so much cheaper than Adobe. Like, this is so much better, and right now it's 50% off. Program a lot with a lot of documents that I have to read. The link to download it will be in the description below. Make sure to go check them out, because if you're a college student or even a high school student or even like work in an office, like I'm sure you deal with PDFs super often, so PDFelement is so perfect. I have so many classes where I have to read a lot, so it just helps to keep all of the information just on the computer and not so much scattered everywhere. I got most of it done. I just have one last thing to do, but yeah, these study guides really help me. You know what else is fun about having a list of things to do? Is being able to look at it and crossing it off the list. Ugh, crossing something off a list is one of the best feelings ever, especially when you have a million things to do. I read a couple things in PDFelement that I needed for my sociology and philosophical foundation of education class.